Now, for football fans all across Europe, Cibeles is the most famous statue in the Spanish capital where Real Madrid celebrate all their title triumphs. But back in May, it was here, right behind me and just down the Paseo del Prado at Neptuno, where the party really got started. The man who got it started was Gabi, the iconic captain of Atlético Madrid. He celebrated by scaling this very statue of Neptuno and draping a red and white scarf around its neck to celebrate Atlético's first La Liga title in 18 years. But that really was the pinnacle of the celebration, because they didn't even receive the La Liga trophy until this season. So we ask, are Atleti already the forgotten champions? They're vivid images, but they faded very quickly. Diego Simeone and his men were almost the victims of their own success. A week after sealing the title, they lost the Champions League final against neighbours El Real, La Décima, of course, in Lisbon. And really, it was as if Atleti's stellar victory was almost swept under the carpet.
It's hard to judge exactly how Atletico Madrid's players and coaching staff felt about the Champions League final in terms of what it did to their league title success. And I think one glimpse of that was Diego Simeone's press conference after the Champions League final itself. And I thought there was something very pointed about his answer. He said, "Then I'll come back and I will help to try and prepare a team to defend the league title we've just won." Let's not forget that what we did was an extraordinary achievement, and it was. And in terms of achievement, it might even be a bigger achievement to win the league than to win the Champions League, in terms of the regularity you need and the consistency you need to do so.
Let's be clear, it was an incredible achievement, built on the unbelievable motivational skills of Simeone and the apex of a trajectory that started just before Christmas 2010 when he took over at the Calderón. It took in wins in the Europa League, the UEFA Super Cup, the Copa del Rey final at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, no less, before swiping La Liga from the big two of Real and Barcelona. It was built on the goals of Diego Costa and the fantastic goalkeeping of Thibaut Courtois, both now at Chelsea, of course, but there were many other aspects to it than that.
The evolution of Atletico Madrid, I think Cholo Simeone wants them to be perhaps less predictable, at the very least be slightly different to last year. But I think there is an awareness that they lost a very, very good striker, that they've got another striker who's very good indeed, but probably not quite as good as Costa was.
They have at least managed to hold on to Simeone after a summer of upheaval, and Atleti are still fighting at the top of La Liga, doing well in the Champions League, having already beaten Juventus at the atmospheric Calderón here. And they've kept the same spirit going as last season, despite having a very different personnel group. So how have they done it?
Bueno, la verdad es algo siempre positivo. La verdad es increíble cómo le llega el jugador, de cómo siempre está arriba, busca lo mejor de uno. Y bueno, yo creo que todo este plantel está agradecido al trabajo de él y a su cuerpo técnico, porque siempre ha sido positivo.
Bueno, la idea es la misma, al final cambian jugadores, no cambia el estilo. Nosotros queremos que el equipo gane siempre con la idea de jugar todos juntos e intentar ganar los partidos.
Yo lo veo como el año pasado, capaz de conseguir lo que se proponga, al mismo nivel que los rivales que tiene en su competición y por el mismo camino de la temporada pasada.
So what next for Atletico? Can they hang on to Simeone in the medium term? Can they win La Liga again? Does it really matter? The most important thing, surely, is to recognise last season's championship win for the incredible feat that it really was. So it's hasta luego from the home of the Spanish champions. Get involved. Tell us if you think Atleti's title win has been sufficiently recognised. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to click like and to share it. You can also click to subscribe to all our other great content on Guardian Football, including plenty more on La Liga.